Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do another video to share money saving tips with you guys. You seem to really enjoy these, and these are tips on how to save money in the kitchen. Okay, so one of the first major changes that I've made in my kitchen is ditching napkins. Now I didn't ditch them altogether. I still do buy a big pack of paper napkins, but I have purchased the cutest napkins from the Pioneer Women's collection from Walmart, and so I've been using those cloth napkins now for quite a while. I make it a habit to put them in a little bin. I wash those out, and I reuse them every week, and so I really find that I'm not really using paper napkins as much. If I get paper napkins from takeout, I also save those so that way I don't have to use my own. I know it's a little cheap, but hey, napkins can cost a lot of money. I'll probably put a pop-up here because I did read how much you can spend in a year, and so if you add that up like in a decade, that's a lot of money that you could definitely be putting into savings. Plus, it's better for the environment to use cloth napkins, so I only use the paper napkins now for wiping up maybe something that's kind of disgusting that I don't want to use, like a rag or a cloth napkin for, like for example if my cat throws up or something, I need to just toss that out. And for my son, I've been using his burp cloths as cloth napkins for him. So he wasn't somebody that spit up a whole lot when he was little, so those have definitely come in handy. They were like brand new, and I was gonna sell them or I was gonna give them away, and then I thought, hey, these are like cloth napkins for the baby. So definitely use your burp cloths and upcycle those and use them as napkins for your child. So the second tip that I have is trash bags. So I actually picked this tip up from Living on a Dime. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that channel, but I'm a subscriber to them. I absolutely love them, and they did like money saving tips recently, and I just don't know why I didn't think to utilize these sooner, but I've been using the shopping bags from Walmart and things like that. My parents have always done that, but I don't know why I never did. I've just always used trash bags, and so I still do use my trash bags, but I'm using a lot less. Like I think I'm literally going through like one a week as opposed to like one or two a day, because I do have diapers that I throw away from my son. There's food, there's this, there's that. So now I've been using those little sacks that you get at the store, and I know not everybody gets those plastic sacks where they live, but you can use any bag, like a takeout food bag. You can pretty much use anything. And the Dollar Tree even sells smaller bags for like $1 in like little, it's like a little roll of trash bags. And so if you even wanted to use those, if you wanted to save even more money, I mean, and you don't have those sacks, you could use those. But I definitely use them because they're free. I get them, and so I used to line my trash cans with them in my restrooms, and I stopped and just started using regular trash bags. And so I've made the goal for the beginning of the year to be more resourceful and to not be as wasteful. So I thought, you know what, I really need to start saving those. I've even used Hobby Lobby bags that are huge for like a huge trash bag. I mean, I cleaned out my whole fridge recently using little bags, and it was great. So I would have ended up using like 3 trash bags, and trash bags are pretty expensive, at least the good ones anyways, and you don't want the crappy ones because then they'll leak everywhere, they'll rip, and so I like to use the better ones, which cost around $8 to $14. So it's a huge money savings. You're not going to go through those trash bags as quick if you use what you have. Another way I've been saving money in the kitchen is making my own counter cleaner. So counter cleaners can be pretty expensive. They can cost you, $3 to $5, and that does add up over the year because I will go through at least 2 spray bottles of homemade cleaner a month. And so I've just been making mine simply by using water. I put a squirt of Dawn dish soap just to cut up any grease, and then I put probably about 15 to 20 drops of tea tree oil because it's an antibacterial and antiviral. It helps stop mold in its tracks, so it's pretty much all natural. And I also use that on my son's high chair because he eats off of that, and so I don't want something harsh with chemicals. And again, it's better for the environment because I'm making my own. I'm not throwing away plastic bottles, and I'm just reusing a simple plastic bottle that I got at the Dollar Tree, so that saves me a lot of money as well. So the last 2 tips have to do with food, obviously, because we're all in the kitchen to eat and cook. And so the first one that I've been doing is really putting food away. So I was really bad at being, I guess, wasteful with food, and that kind of sounds bad, but what I mean by wasteful is like I would give my son a whole bunch of food and then he wouldn't eat it, and then it would end up going in the trash. So now I'm being very mindful of his portions, and I'm putting the rest in little Tupperwares for him and using that for another meal. So I'm definitely stretching those ingredients, stretching that meal out for him, because if he eats like corn and little like organic nuggets or something and he doesn't finish the corn or the nuggets, I can put them away and that's another lunch for the next day. So yeah, so I've been doing that. I've been really good about, doing that for myself. Now that I'm single, it's really hard to transition from cooking for a man to only cooking for myself. So I've had to learn to downsize, but I always make a little bit extra so that way I can have leftovers for the next day. Again, stretching those meals and making sure that you don't let things go to waste will definitely save you a lot of money on your grocery bill. And speaking of grocery bill, the last tip that I can give you guys for my kitchen that I've been using to save money is really paying attention to the ingredients that I have in stock. So again, I was really horrible at buying a lot of things, and then things would get lost in the back of the cupboards and I wouldn't find them, and then when I would find them they would be expired, and I would just throw away bags and bags of chips when I was married. And so now I've made a rule that I buy like 1 bag of chips, 1 box of cereal. When we're finished with it, I can buy another one, because cereal and chips were like the worst. And that's so sad when you throw those things away, because it's just money down the drain. And so I really kind of use a week in the month where I don't go to the store. I mean, it's really hard, but I have to be creative and figure meals out for my son and I. And even if it's tuna and crackers for me after work, hey, it's a meal and it's going to save me, time from going to the store. It's going to save me money. It's going to save me gas. And so I've really been just going through my cupboards and figuring things out. Like I have pasta. Well, hey, I have pasta. I have, a couple of vegetables. Oh, hey, I have some sauce. That's a whole meal right there without having to go to the store. So I've definitely been doing that once a month, and I'll go to the store when we're at our bare minimum. My son is usually always fully stocked, so I don't really, wait for his stuff to run out. It's more for myself. So he has a lot of snacks and a lot of things that he can eat that I'm just really not interested in. And there's some stuff that we share. So definitely try to do 1 week in your month where you just utilize everything that you have and use all the ingredients that you have in your fridge and pantry. So I hope that these tips help to save you guys money. I'll probably put a total at the end of this video so you can see how much that you can save in a month just by doing these tricks, and then how much you can save in an entire year just by using these tips and tricks as well. So all that money can go into your savings account or to go to pay off debt, or you can invest it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed these budget saving videos, please thumbs this up, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, press that button so you don't miss a future video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.